Yo, what's up? It's King of the Dot. West Coast. Make some noise. Yeah! I'm your host, Melathon, Chamber Records, Cola Crew, Project Blow, King of the Dot. I got my co-host to the left of me.
Lush One, West Coast, we in the motherfucking function. How y'all feeling tonight?
Got my co-host to my right of me.
Aspect 1, Project Blow 2000 now. You know what it is. Let's get it.
West.
All right.
Prove yourself.
Battler to my right. Introduce yourself.
AD, Adversity, Cloud Makers, fucking shout out to Side Firing, Liberty Society Clothing, King of the Dot, Fresh Coast. Let's fucking go, man.
Alright. Give it up for him. And on the motherfucking left.
MC Psychosis, shout out to Gondre, Wonder, Lit Fuse, anyone else? Well, let's get this going.
Yes.
All right.
Hollow hands, cousin. No, I'm just
Okay. All right. Call it in the air. What'd you say, head?
In the air.
Let me flip that. Heads? Heads.
let that bitch go first.
60s, all right. Hey, yo. When people asked me if I was excited about battling Psychosis, my reply was fuck off and die for even mentioning the name of that faggot. The guy is bogus. I mean, I know the unexperienced and simple-minded hip-hop head might think that he's type ferocious, but what I think the people behind him and on his side need to try and notice is just because he can compile a bunch of multi-syllable rhymes and then flow it like he's high off a coke binge does not mean that you guys should just throw him inside the ring with a sleeping giant who's been finally woken. I mean, everybody's always hyping him up like he's original, not realizing his lines are typical because they're blinded by the predictable alignments applied to his syllables. Any real MC would know you don't got that cyanide type of killer flow because relying on multi-syllabics combined with double time and shitty jokes in every rhyme you decide to spit and quote is a design that I find despicable because I can also paint with that same brush, only my wordplay is an entirely different stroke. So to be honest, I don't really care tonight if I win it though, because I just came to leave this one-dimensional bitch exposed. Yo, and I know you're probably all thinking, but that whole round was based off of multi-syllables, so how are you gonna diss Psychosis for the schemes that he spits? Well, if you want me to be truthfully honest, the only reason I wrote my shit like that was to show his dick-riding homies how fucking easy it is. Now go eat on a dick, you low-life piece of shit.
Alright. They say adversity's a venomous nemesis, and I better get hesitant if I stepped up and went with them. But what people don't sense in his methods is that he's less than effective, because he does the same wordplay as everyone else, except that he says it with emphasis. So when he's on his next 60 seconds pretending he's wrecking shit, don't get a sense of impressiveness like he's next to be president or blessed with this excellence just because he says it with emphasis. It's evident that you're about to turn a bit, and I'm sure of it, because you're a clone that hides behind your structure like the Bruce Willis surrogate. And HGH is what you say that I take, and if that's your angle today, then we can safely to say that you're as fake as your claims. I'm aiming to break and verbally damage you. I'm here at King of the Dot to take out the trash like abortion clinic janitors. I'll drop a heat on this clown to not a peep or a sound is leaving his mouth. And how come his rap group's name is Cloud Makers when none of their careers have gotten their feet off the ground? So go ahead and tell everyone up in this bitch the crowd reaction's the only instrument I get when I'm ripping shit, and that the racist shit that I spit just isn't legitimate, because in your battle with Denner, you did the exact same shit when you spit with them. So those angles for this pitiful citizen just isn't a benefit, because it only makes him the biggest of hypocrites. Time!
Hey, yo. Now, if you think there's some similarities he shares with me when it comes to comparing schemes, then apparently your brains just ain't functioning right. Because other than the coloring of our skin, me and this undercover gay lover kid, we are nothing alike. See, while I was putting my time in making tracks that boom while weighing out sacks to move because my only chance at stacking loot was to stay up hustling nights, this motherfucker was putting his time in at a tanning booth with random groups of massive dudes discussing how him and his buddies were like all pumped up and hype after a couple of pints, so they just started to scuffle and fight with everybody inside. Yeah. Fuck that. Hey, yo, fuck that. Yo, fuck that. This pussy's always working out just to seem bold, but when it comes to rap, all he's throwing is weak blows, because instead of taking the time to critique flows, he'd rather hang with his beach bros. He applies a couple of shades of blush every time before he leaves home, and if anybody asks, he tells them it's to accentuate his cheekbones. Yo, you fucking pretty boy. I fucking hate that shit. I hate your voice's range of pitch and every other feature God made you with. He's not the type to rely on original punchlines in a battle to carry his weight and wit, cause he's more concerned with the he say, she say, whatever's trendy, cliche, bullshit every other subpar rapper is aimed to spit. Face it, bitch, my title, you'll never get. I don't care how many multis this fella spits, if every multi he ever spits is just some filler to a setup to a punchline that never hits. Die!
Alright. Woo! Alright. In every one of Adversity's battles, he has a pre-written rebuttal for people's hairline jokes, but there's something that occurred to me. The fact that he has a pre-written rebuttal for hairline jokes shows us all that it's an insecurity. And it's surely seen that it's something holding him back, certainly. So now his name makes sense, because he falls victim in the face of his own adversity. You should start giving in. I'll have him kicking in a fit when I'm spinning. Ripping skin, digging into his ligaments with intricate instruments, in the middle of a wicked predicament that isn't meant for your benefit. A frigid imprisonment with limited vision and a little ambition is just what I'm giving him. And your cloud makers groups makes me sick like an onomatopoeia of a lot of gonorrhea. You remind me of DJ abilities the way that you have no idea. And talking about the tracks you make don't work, because the last time one of your tracks had a dope verse, Malathion had a growth spurt. So fuck your fabricated statements, me making payments that were intended to do me, or any other false accusations heading to screw me. Cause the weapons I'm choosing are ending it rudely like an elementary student in the Connecticut shooting. Die!
Hey, fuck him for that bar though.
Amen. Trillers bar of the battle. That's
Amen. Hey, yo.
Let him rap, dude.
Yo, you've got your style down pretty good, but that's only one right angle. Well, I can try angles at 90 different degrees times 4 to wrap circles around this square. It's all geometry to me. Did y'all catch that? 90 degrees times 4 equals 360. Wrap circles around this square? I am way too advanced for us to ever be compared. I mean, to get some cheap laughs, she'll turn into cannabis quick and say some random ass shit like, those are Brad Pitt's dad's kicks. Yo. Hold up. Yo. Then follow it up with some fast bit that don't really have nothing to do with the person he's in the match with, but still it gets a reaction because the crowd don't get a chance to understand all he's doing is spitting a bunch of irrelevant whack shit. You are a faggot. Yo, and if you were telling the truth to Denter about your crispy battle, and those 9,000 views were actually earned and not a return in purchase, then tell me why the video got deleted off of YouTube for violating his terms of service. Exactly. Yo, exactly. I spit my verse with purpose, inserted words emerging perfect. For me to consider using personals on this jerk first, I'd have to consider this jerk a person. You're nothing more than a horrible rapper who might have had a minor spark when he first had surfaced, but it's only a matter of time before his watered down style leaves his power outlet burned and worthless, so it's only right I pull the plug on this appliance before it even gets a chance to surge the circuit. Die!
Ready? In Adversity's previous battle with Ares, he called out my name and he said that he imagined an X that I have on my chest. But your name is something that I would have said if I thought that you were an actual threat. That act was blasphemous like what's happening in the back of a Vatican. Rapping, acting black as the Panthers will land him in the back of an ambulance faster than ravenous hazardous pathogens traveling past and attacking his abdomen with the calamitous aftermath that'll have him in fractions. You ain't smacking ass with the fascist man is a masculine, he's practicing abstinence. You're not a battle rap advocate to stand half a chance in it. I'll manhandle this man lacking extravagance. So body bag in action's exactly what's happening like disaster shattering cannabis. I've had it with this faggot kid who claims that he's after me. You're whacker than any track that's seen from Master P. I'll slash this geek and have him bleed like a graphic scene from Assassin's Creed. And you think a body bag is what you're about to get, but how can this be around your grip when only one of your battles have ever reached over 1,000 hits? Even my bout with Lit pushed 3,000 clicks, so I shadow all 3 of your matches in about a vid. And to top it off, the whole flow shitty. So when he's ready to die, there will be no life after death, so I guess that makes battling adversity no biggie. And that shit he just said about the YouTube thing was just lies. Cause you're soft as fuck and I'm intense as hell, like the way Malathion says time.
It's your boy Mr. C, for the Project Blow Hardcore Hip Hop Street Division, and
That's my boy right there, man. Versus my boy, but I'm gonna have to give it to the other guy, man. What's his name?
Psychosis.
I'm gonna have to give it to Psychosis, man.
Born on love.
Peace, Born on Law, Tabernacle MCs. Adverse, it was a tight battle. I don't know what to say, man. I want to give it to Psychosis because of that timeline. I want to give it to him just for that, man. Like, really, that's really like my leaning factor, that timeline. Oh, man. That was a great battle, man. I can't. I gotta give it to Psychosis.
What up, this Quasar Rhyme Fighters Cola Crew Project Blow. It was a tight battle. Fucking Melathon has me judge on this shit, and it's like, fuck, what the fuck? Homie came with that intensity, but he did slip up a couple times, and homie was chopping it up, gunning him down. So, I mean, I'm gonna have to give it to Psychosis, but don't fucking turn your back on the homie Adversity. That fool's hard too, eh? So
Yo, this Rifleman, I'm gonna give my vote to my son right here, 15-year-old MC Suspect.
My nigga, the Suspect. First round, I want to say that dude got it, but the second and third, Psychosis had it. Hands down, he had it.
What's up? We're back. Basement, make some noise for that shit one more time. Oh, that was a fucking dope battle. Shouts out to everybody that had a part of this shit. It's to prove yourself, you know what I mean? These guys are dope as fuck. Winner of that battle, Psychosis.
Justin Bieber.
All right, let's get up.